Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm back with a quick video and sort of a small review, not a big review, so don't worry. But I thought I'd do a quick review on this just in case you're a guy who doesn't have much money and you need an EVERDRIVE. Now, if you were to go and purchase this, you would see save, load, and cheat. So you really wouldn't understand what it was. It doesn't really tell what it is. It's one of those things where you found out from someone else. So that's what this is. It's not a true unboxing. I just put it back in the box because it was super easy, just to give you guys an idea of what you would get when you buy it. It's around $50, maybe a little over 50, and it comes with a few items. I think you get like the cord for it, but we'll go ahead and take a look at it, So this is everything you get in here. And you will need to take a look at this. And even has I have that handheld also. And then it comes with the CD that you can use to load up in your computer. Get the Super UFO Pro 8 folder, excuse me, taking so long. Get the folder and then just place it into the SD card on the root, and you're done after. So it comes with that, and then this is how the product looks itself. I think I've shown it to you guys before, or might have been on another channel. You got a micro USB here, so you can go ahead and just leave it plugged in your system. And you can just get a long USB, and then you can put loads and you can take ROMs and put ROMs on it just by doing that. Or you can actually take the SD card out. So you see, there's your SD card. You would just pop that out. It's not very difficult to get out. And mine's is being so it's got the little micro USB to USB connector in there, and it works fine. And then it has this here. If you're probably wondering, what is this? Okay, so what happens here is you stick a cart on this, and you can, so say I had Mario Kart, I would pop on Mario Kart here, place this onto my Super Nintendo, and I would be able to suck that ROM and put it into a file on my folder. So that's pretty cool. So yes, again, so cart goes on top. You go into the settings, or I wouldn't really say settings, into the actual interface, and it'll ask you if you want to go ahead and record that ROM, and if you do, it'll download it to the SD card or to the memory built in this. So I thought that was really neat feature, and something that I needed and I have used. So that's pretty much it. Very simple cart, not much to look at other than your SD card. I don't never use that, and it comes with your micro USB cable, and that's pretty much it. But I got like a ton of these, so I didn't never open it up. This thing's a little over a couple years old, and it's been good to me ever since. So I already got a console connected. We'll be using the Retron HD today, the SNES Retron HD, and we'll go ahead and give it a shot. So let's load up a couple of games, show you guys how to use it, and just remember, it's a cheap EVERDRIVE for around $50 that works just as good as the others. So give me a second while I go ahead and get this ready for the television. Alright, so we're all connected. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And if you look, I did manage to get me a new power bank, something with more power. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. It's even got a little light on it. So if I press that 2 times, it's got a light. Tells you how much power. So we're at 100. We're at 100 right now. Pretty cool power amp. I thought I'd get it instead of plugging things into the wall, since they're making consoles 5 watts now. But anyways, let's go ahead and get a close-up of this. Here we go, right there. So there's a Retron HD. And I'm gonna go ahead and connect this real quick. Alright, my television here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull it up here. And I'm sorry it's just recorded, but it's just a quick, just to show you guys. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit, because that was way too close. So I got it all connected. I'm just gonna go ahead and press power. Everything's working, including the power amp itself. Alright. I think I may have my light, turn the light off. Okay, so this is when you first load it up, this is what you're greeted with. And if you're someone like me, you don't know what the hell that is. So what you have is your player icon. This here is your SD card manager, so you can go in it and delete things, which is pretty cool, really cool. And then this is where you back things up. And a lot of these features you're probably not going to use. This can also diagnostic. It's a diagnostics test here. It'll go ahead and check it out. And this one here is it's the in-game DRAM. So some games can be saved to the DRAM. I mean, it is complicated when it comes to the things that it can do. Now, if you just want to use it to play games, then you're pretty good. You can also turn the sound off. And like you can go into hyper mode if you want to like play it's more cheats, is what it is. So say you were to get it, you put the SD card in, it's got a couple of ROMs, you put in what you needed to do on the SD card, you would just press this. It'll say play SD card, play cart, that's if you have a cart on top of it. And play DRAM, that's if you downloaded a game into the cart. So say I were to put a cart on it and download it, it'll be playable in the DRAM without an SD card. But I'm going to go ahead and go into my SD card, and you can see that, those of you who know what Android phones are, I put my SD card in there and it came up with this, so I need to get rid of that. But you can see I got all the ROMs here. And let's see if we can load one up. Let's see, what do we got here? Well, I got a lot of games. Just don't know what to put on. So let's see. That's Super Adventure, I'm guessing. This must be Bonk. Yeah, that game, that won't happen to you. That's just because the game is not really there. A lot of these files are not here. They're just, the names are. I have not cleaned this thing up, really. Oh, so we'll go into Donkey Kong 3. Oh, it happens to be Donkey Kong 1. So you see, this is what it does. It does take a little while to load up because it is writing it to the flash to play. And this is not emulation. It's not emulation. What it is it's just writing it to the flash, and the cart is being played through the flash. But it is not being emulated. It's going through the guts of this console. So you can put codes in there. I mean, it seems a little difficult to understand. You get all these screens and stuff, but it is really super easy once you know what you're doing. And it doesn't even really take much time. My kids use this too, and at first they thought it was like, how do you do this and how do you do that? They thought it was a little intimidating as well, but now they know how to use it, so it's not that difficult to use. I'm going to get rid of some of this glare real quick. Okay, so there we go. It is now loaded up. But Donkey Kong is a good game, but I want to go to another harder game that's harder to emulate, like number 2. So I would have to turn this off, turn it back on. And the thing that sucks about that is I have to wait for the whole Hyperkin splash screen to go on, and you don't have to see the splash screen if you're using audio video cables. So go back into play SD card. Go into SNES ROMs, and I wanted to try Donkey Kong. I guess this is Donkey Kong's Quest. So we'll let that load up. It's a heavier ROM. I think that was a 32-bit. 32 MB, I mean. So I'm the only reason why I'm letting you guys see, so you guys can understand how fast every game's gonna take. It takes around this long for pretty much every game, and this is the biggest game, 32 MB. So see, like right here, you can enter a code. See, this is for hyper mode. You can press L and start, and it'll save the game. Just little things. It won't really save your game. It'll save it, so if you rewind it, it's got crazy features, but they weren't playing when they said save, load, and cheat. The saving feature is the only thing I couldn't get to work, and I just don't care if it does or it doesn't. I'm just gonna go through it really fast, guys, so you guys could get an idea how well it works. Everything's great on it too. No, looks kind of dark for you guys. So everything sounds right. If it was emulating it, it'd probably sound like a horrifying mess, unless I had something very strong to emulate it. But we'll go ahead and choose another game. Alright, so here's another one here. This is you can see it says Kirby Super Deluxe. Yeah, so this is how long it takes to load up the bigger ones. Not sure if this one works or not. We'll have to see together then. And I don't think it does. Yeah, it didn't work. I don't even know if this one worked. I think one or two of Kirby's. I'm not too sure. I'm not a big heavy fan on Kirby, but I know that a couple of his games got chips in there, and because of that, you won't be able to use it on this. So here's Batman Returns, and you can see how fast that's loading. It's just loading instantly fast. You can see games that are just regular, although it will play a couple of games that do have the certain types of chips, but it won't play them all. It'll play a couple. I've had it play a few, but I'm not really. I probably have those games on cart anyway, so I'm not really caring, except for the Kirby. See if I can get this better. So this is how I've been using a lot of my Super Nintendo games, been playing them instead of going and getting them out of my closet. This is how I've been playing a lot of them, like this, and it's been pretty good. I used it, like, I've had that EVERDRIVE for quite some time already. I would say over a couple years already, and it's been pretty good to me. I'll just choose one more game, and then that's a wrap. D-Force. I like that game, even though it's extremely hard. It won't play Doom. And there's Earthworm Final. I'm not sure if this is Final Fight or what that is. it doesn't let you see the whole name, so that sucks. But I already got used to it. Man, I wonder if this will work. Let's load something up here. Here's Joe and Mac, but nah, they're boring. Let's see what else we got in here. There's gotta be something in here to play. So you can see I have a lot of games in here. We'll just put on rating, you know? See how fast that loads up? And there it is, you're playing. Very good. EVERDRIVE, even though it doesn't say EVERDRIVE, it's very good. It works very good. So this is how it looks here. Not a bad cart, not a bad cart at all. There's the power amp, which is working. Then we got the picture here, and it looks great. See that? So not bad. So I definitely recommend this cartridge. You don't really hear a lot of people talking about it too much. But it's a really great cartridge. EVERDRIVE cart. I think so. So you ever see it, or if you're looking for an EVERDRIVE or looking for a way to play your games so you don't have to take them out of your collection, I want to just try this out. The Super UFO Pro 8, $50 on Amazon, and other places sell it for around the same price. Not bad though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like always, keep gaming.